Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Coach Citi, your modern day Harriet Tubman of entrepreneurship. I'm talking to the aspiring entrepreneur today. Yes, if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, especially if you are a 9 to 5 or you have a job and you just are aspiring to do something different with your life, you know that you were called to do something different. Maybe you're stuck in a particular area. I got you. Your girl got you. Now, if you can handle real and raw, I'm the coach for you. If you can't, keep on going. This train gonna keep on moving. But I'm here to talk to people today. The topic is, you weren't born to clock in, you were born to break chains. Now, I want to make this disclaimer before I even get started. Jobs are necessary. Okay, the job is necessary. I repeat, jobs are necessary. Now, can't nobody tell me or get on here and say I didn't say, or that I told you quit your job today or tomorrow. Let me tell y'all a quick story about that. I love personal growth and development, and I'm a corporate trainer. And so one day, every single day, I will provide motivational videos for my class, right? And so, boom, I'm playing these videos for these people in the class. They're like, "Oh Lord, the Lord talking to me. The Lord talking to me. I got my sign," and they quit. And so then one day I'm like, why these people keep quitting? And so my best friend said, "You're the reason why they're quitting." And I'm like, "What do you mean I'm the reason why they're quitting? I didn't tell these people to quit. We actually need them." So I was motivating them. I was playing motivational videos for them, but I wasn't setting the foundation and letting them know that, hey, this right here is a seed. The intention is for me to plant a seed. But if you do not have discipline, if you're not consistent, and most of all, if you're not a healed individual, then this ain't for you. And so, prime example, I quit my job years ago. I jumped. I took a leap of faith and I jumped. I did not seek wise counsel. I jumped. I was making a lot of money, doing things, living a life that, probably was really above my means at the time. But because all I could see was what I wanted, I did what I wanted to do, right? And I didn't seek God. I sought man. And all the people that were telling me things, it was only for their benefit. It wasn't for my benefit. See, God gonna tell you things for your good and for his glory. But man will tell you things for their good. And then you're gonna end up having to tell a story. So I'm going to keep it real, run 100 and raw, so you can understand a story about your coach, if you choose for me to be your coach. And I'm going to be animated. I'm going to keep it real so I can keep you up and engaged. So I'm not doing anything extra fancy. I might mess up on words. I may forget what I'm trying to say. Guess what? It's transparent in my transformation, and I like to keep it 100 like that. All right? So back to it. You weren't born to clock in. You were born to break chains. I was causing people to quit. I quit my job prematurely, stayed off the job for almost 2 years. And let me tell you what happened with that whole situation. I know I was born to be an entrepreneur. I know that I'm a chain breaker, but I didn't realize that there were some steps to the whole process. I didn't realize that, number one, you got to get healed in some areas. Number two, you got to make sure that you're speaking to the right types of people, that you're seeking wise counsel. Number three, that you're not a selfish entrepreneur, that you only focus on your little small group of people that you feel is your immediate circle or your family, and you're not going to help anybody else in the world because you think everybody else is dumb or unworthy of your time, talent, or attention. So me, I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about me, Coach Citi. But if the shoe fit, put that thing on. Put it on. So let's get back to the story. So I was doing all these things, and I'm showing these people. I'm gonna go back to the story part where I'm telling these people these things, but I didn't tell them what I was missing, because I didn't realize it in the beginning. I lacked discipline and I lacked consistency. So when I played motivational videos for these people, I didn't tell the story that, hey, when you watch this video, it's a seed being planted. But if you don't know how to go to work, then go to work on your goals and your dreams. If you can't be disciplined and consistent, if you don't know how to save money, if you're not healed in a particular area, if you're selfish, if you got some financial issues, if your credit ain't right, if you got some of these things going on, you got to work that stuff out first before you can just go ahead and take a leap of faith like that. No, it does not work the way we see it. God will give you a vision for sure. And where he give you the vision, he'll give you the provision. But you have to be obedient and you have to respect the process. You got to respect the game of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a game. And this not no pity pat. This is a hardcore game. This is chess. You can't come in entrepreneurship world and play checkers. And so what I decided to do is I decided to take my flaws and the things that I made mistakes in that area, and God had to bring me all the way back to a place where I was at my lowest state, and he's brought me up. He truly has brought me up, and he's truly favored me. But now he has me in a place where I have to be obedient to coach other people, to teach y'all some of my mistakes that I made, and to do the things that he tells me to do so I can pull some of y'all out of bondage, mentally, spiritually, financially, emotionally, and then I can get to the next level. So here I am being obedient, making sure that I'm serving the people in the kingdom, because I was selfish once before and I wasn't serving nobody but the people in my immediate circle. If you think that if you're the smartest person in your group, or you think you're smarter than everybody else or better than everybody else, you ain't going nowhere. The only place you going is right where you at. And you're going to stay right there. And then you're going to be mad with everybody else and saying that people don't support you, people don't like you. But you're sending off something. You're sending off a signal that says, hey, don't work with this individual, because this ain't for God. This for them. And God shares his glory with no man. So coming from a real and raw coach that's trying to help you. Some of you that need to be humbled. Some of you that need to say, you know what? Let me take a look in the mirror. Hey God, how you doing? It's me again. I need some help because I'm tired of taking laps. I'm tired of taking laps like an Israelite, because every time I get far ahead, I get pulled right back. And then sometimes I get pulled back and down. And I'm stuck. And now I don't have nobody supporting me. Newsflash. It ain't everybody else, baby. It's you. You the problem. You are the problem. If you keep taking laps, if you keep trying to move forward, if you keep starting and stopping, you the problem. I had to look at me and say, Toya, you the problem. Because without God, you will never accomplish anything. Never. And no matter what the devil promise you and show you, he's a liar. He don't like you either. Them people don't like you and the devil don't like you. He gonna use you just like them people in the world gonna use you. And when they done with you, they destroy you. They'll destroy your name. They'll destroy your credibility. They'll destroy your hope. All of that. The devil may destroy you in a manner where he kill everything about you. He kill your destiny. He kill your momentum. He kill your hope. But when you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Let's get it. Now, clocking in. Clocking into that job that you go to every single day, that 9 to 5, that pay bills. It does. And sometimes, if you're being honest, it pays some of your bills, right? Because if you live in a lifestyle that's above your means, that job might not be paying just that. You might have to rob Peter, pay Paul, and then sometimes you borrow from Paulette. Okay? Clock it. So, if you're doing that, the job gonna pay them bills. But when you clock out on purpose, that's what keep you broke, for real, for real. That's what keeps you broke. It's gonna keep you broke spiritually, mentally, and generationally. So many people, if you've been following me almost 5 years ago, I was online every single day after work. I got off of work, off my 9 to 5, and I drove and I parked by the gravesite before I got to my house, and I did Real Talk with Citi, Live After 5 Real Talk with Citi. I did that for years. And so some of the people that started following me on social media, they watched a lot of those videos, and that's how some of the friendships became established, because they looked forward to that. And I was coaching, and I parked by the gravesite because that place right there is filled with so many ideas, so many movies, so many visions, so many cures, so much hope buried, because people went to the grave with their gifts buried on the inside of them. When I finally learned my lesson, God gave me a signature sermon. And that sermon was on buried gifts. And he took me down a road. And I just look back now like it's something significant with the number 3 for me. And I was 40 years old when my life got flipped upside down. And the number 40 is very significant too. A lot of people in the Bible stayed with their family until they were 40. The number 40 is a powerful number in the Bible. It's mentioned multiple times. And so it's just something happens when you turn 40 years old. See, for my newer people, the younger ones, you're in your early 20s, you kind of still wet behind the ears. It does not mean that you are not intelligent. It does not mean that you don't have it all together and that you know what you're doing. But if you're watching me, that means that something ain't right anyway. You still looking for something is what I mean by that. And so you got to be in a place of humility, young people. You got to be in a place where you can learn from others and you can hear other voices than your own. The most important voice that you got to be able to be in tune with and to hear is the voice of God, and listen to the people that God has commissioned to talk to you to help pull you through, if that makes sense. I've been there, done that. I've been a dumb adult. And so that's why I wrote the book, Dumb Kids Grow to Be Dumb Adults, and now I'm pouring back into the community. I call myself the modern day Harriet Tubman of entrepreneurship because I understand the game. God made me have to respect him. He broke me to build me back up. And this game of entrepreneurship, I had to get with it. I had to fight. I took the gloves off. I fought. I ran as hard as I could, but I was running on a hamster's wheel. I was running as fast as I could, getting nowhere, even faster. Let me talk about this job real quick. So this is my flow with it. I'm in my zone now. I got it. Let's get it. So the job, it's just modern day slavery. That's all it is. A job, a 9 to 5 job, is just modern day slavery. Let me tell y'all something. I got a job for a reason. I was gonna make a decision to quit and go full force in entrepreneurship again. And God said, absolutely not. Did you not learn your lesson the first time? Because let me tell y'all something. This is why I tell you that jobs are necessary. The very first time that I quit my job, I had never been off of a job like that. I had never been off during the daytime to see what really happens during the daytime, like what TV shows to watch, where I could go during the daytime, what could I do? Because the only time that I was off during the daytime was either if I was on vacation or had a day off. And if I had a day off, I spent that time maybe running a few errands and taking care of normal stuff or resting, right? Or maybe on vacation, going somewhere, but never really exploring a day to day as a person that does not have a job does. I was really busy all the time, but I was not productive. If you're somebody that's an aspiring entrepreneur and you're busy but not productive, you're busy and not effective, you are not ready to not have a job. You have to have a job because guess what? You have to keep that job until you can buy your freedom. You got to have a job until you can buy your freedom. I don't care what type of job it is. If it's paying a portion of your bills, you might need to get another job. So the other portion can be covered while you build your business. And that's where you start grinding a little bit harder. See, so many people want to quit their jobs and then they don't have no money to support anything. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the consistency. And now you turn into a place where you're mad that other people are not supporting you. Then you might get into a place where you start losing things. You get into a place of desperation because guess what? You prematurely jumped. And I took this all the way down there and I'm coming right back around to that person in the classroom that was saying, oh Lord, this motivational video talking to me. No, it was a seed planted so you would be reminded that God has called you to do something, but it's putting you in a place where you got to recognize that you must have discipline, you must be consistent, you must be humble, but most importantly, you must put God first. You must put him first. What type of business are you doing and why do you want to do it? Why do you want to make money? Is it just to show off and be a showboat and to make it seem like you're puffed up and proud and hey, this is me, look at me, I have all the money in the world and I can buy nice things, material things? Also, you can look down at other people and scoff at them because you think that they're better, you're better than them, or hold your nose in the air and sneer at people that you think are beneath you. If that's the reason why you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur, you're never going to make it. That's the real and raw, God honest truth. You can't be somebody that won't serve in the community. You can't be somebody that will look at other people and be like, I'm not helping. And anytime somebody needs something from you, a service, you charge them. And then you charge them an astronomical amount because you feel like this is what I'm worth. You can't do that. Can't do that. Gotta keep you right there. And you'll keep being mad at yourself. You'll keep being mad at other people. You'll keep being in a place of stagnation and delay. Okay? So that's one of the coaching tips that I want to share with y'all. Now let's get back to this job. I don't have a script. I'm the script. So the job is modern day slavery, and is now is packaged as security. Job security. You ain't secure at that job. You're not secure there. Of course, if you go to work right now, you clock in, you do what they tell you to do, you're going to get a paycheck, whether it be at the end of the week or at the end of 2 weeks. Some people get paid salary once a month. I used to get paid once a month, a lump sum of money, and I would be broke in 2 days. Because I thought I paid all my bills, I was done. Okay? So that's when I started tapping into extra streams of income and doing other things, because I realized that that job was just giving me what they felt I was worth, but not giving me what I needed. Now that's the T. They gave me what they felt like I was worth, but didn't supply my needs. I had a lifestyle that I desired and that I was living that did not match what the job said that I was worth. You see, when you work a job, they tell you how much you are worth. And no matter what you think in your head, how much you're worth and how much when you do certain things for certain people, you might think it's in your head, but it's some things that have to be done before God allows you to get there. But you got to look at that job. If you're working a job right now and you make 10, 12, 14, 16, we'll just keep it in the even numbers like that, they telling you this is all you work per hour. And as long as you come here, I'm going to secure you a spot on the plantation. Long as you come here and you serve master, you going to get you a pension, okay? Let me tell you something. Most jobs don't even allow you to get 40 hours. Because they don't want you to qualify for benefits. Most of them will put you in a place where you are not getting benefits. And then the benefits cost you anyway. How many of us pay for insurance, health insurance, car insurance, all these different things that we pay? Insurance is a scam. We pay for all that type of stuff just in case we need it. And then when we need it, because, I got insurance through my job because I got a good job. When I use my insurance, they charge me for using the insurance that I've been paying for every single month. So where's the security at? I'll wait. Then you get a little paycheck and you look at your check, and most of the time you're broke before you even get it. You're looking at the bank account like, my check about to be deposited. They got you so trained. My paycheck about to hit. My check normally hit on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and it's 8:10, and I ain't got my check yet. I don't know what happened. They got you shucking and jiving like a slave for something that's about to be gone. That's not even enough. You see, the Bible said that your gifts will make room for you. He didn't say your gifts will make room for you. You see, your job, that whole little title and everything that you feel like you got, that thing in itself, you got that because maybe you knew somebody, maybe somebody helped you out, maybe your resume was there or whatever, and that helped you. But let me tell you something. You might get your boss's approval. They may like you. They may think that you're an amazing individual and an employee, and you're stellar, and you're employee of the month. That's great. It's real great. But your gift, the thing that God has called you to do, will put you in rooms that a resume can't. It'll put you in rooms that referrals can't put you in. It'll put you in rooms that only God can put you in. Your name will be called out by people, kings and queens. People will know your name because of who you are, because you're operating in the kingdom and utilizing the principles that God has given in the Bible. See, the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving earth. And see, a lot of people think that they're smarter than the Bible. They think that they're smarter than God, and they want to go around things and they don't want to start at the bottom. See, I'm the type of coach that we gonna get it out the mud. I'm a trainer by nature. I'm a leadership development coach. I help pull people into a place where, hey, I recognize where you are broken. You see, some people, like, I'm gonna go a little deep with you. It takes patience to do what I do. Some people might be in my classroom and I deal with adult education and they don't know how to turn on a computer. They're not familiar with how using the mouse, or they're not familiar with certain applications. But see, the job, they so fast paced, they don't care nothing about you. Hey, if you can't get it, if you don't know how to turn this computer on today, you're worthless. You out of there. I don't need you. You old. You this, you that. That's how they label you, and they thinly disguise ways to discriminate against you to get you out of there because they don't have time for you. But God put me in a position where I had time to be able to help the person, and I develop patience. I don't pray for patience, because when you pray for patience, you develop tribulation. God will give you tribulation when you pray for patience. So I wouldn't advise anybody to ever pray for patience. But you develop patience and you ask God to give you strength in those areas where you may be impatient and help you with your patience. Don't pray for it because you get tribulation. But in the process, you will learn to be patient. You will learn to lean and depend on God. You will learn to lean not to your own understanding, and in all your ways, you'll acknowledge him, and then he'll direct your path. But when you lean to your own understanding, when you acknowledge your own ways and everybody else's ways, you're all over the place. But back to what I was saying, I help people at a level where they are really trying to get it out the mud and trying to figure out this thing. It's not what you see on TV. It's not what you see on TikTok. It's not what you see, the glitz and the glamour. Them people had to go through some things. So before you decide to just knock the job and feel like, what I'm getting paid though, I'm worth way more than that, you are definitely worth way more than that. But you got to put some respect on the game. You got to put some respect on the game, and you got to stop being lazy. If you truly are a 9-to-5 and an aspiring entrepreneur, will you go to work, then go to work? Will you go to work on learning the principles that God has put in the Bible? Would you go to work on your goals and your dreams? Or are you going to work harder on going into that full-time job and getting some overtime, but treating your gifts that God gave you like a hobby, like a side hustle? Now, my side hustle is my job. My full-time and my overtime is my business. Flip it. Go work that job. I work my job for a reason, because I treat my job now. When I used to hate my job and didn't like the people that was there because they wasn't on the same level with me, God had to humble me. He took me all the way across the world to break me down, to build me back up, so I could come back and coach this thing the way it's supposed to be coached, and to help people that are stuck and in a place where they just can't break free. And I'm thankful for that. I truly am. You know, you got to get to a point where when you work the job, you go to work, then you go to work. But like I said, the only way for me to do it now is I put up with people. I can smile when I know people smile in my face and talk about me behind my back. When I know that people are jealous for no reason, or they say things, they put me in things that I have no idea that they put me in just because it's just a demon in them. The only reason I can tolerate them, shake their hand, laugh, high five, giggle with the stories that they tell, is because it's bigger than that. It's beyond that. I go to my job now and I treat them like a client. And that right there changed the game for me. I treat my job like a client. And what do I mean by that? What you mean by that, coach? Treat my job like a client. I'm a boss. And I used to walk around and people would be like, oh, she, what her little self, she walk the room, she command the room, because I'm a boss and I know who I am, right? But somewhere along the lines, I dimmed my light and things started to happen. And I started to dim my light and I backed up, because I let certain people in a job and other places make me think that I wasn't worthy when I was going through a situation in my life. But I recognized who I am, and I I ain't backing down off of nobody. But I treat that job now like when I walk in there, I command my day. Everything got to come in alignment. And when I walk in there, I walk with authority because I know I'm the boss. I'm not the boss of that job, but I'm the boss in my head. And I got my own beat because I'm moving to the beat of God. Okay? And I'm coming in there to do something. My client needs something done from me. I go in there and get it done. You pay me my money. That's it. We have an agreement that if I come here and do this job for you, you're going to pay me this amount of money. And I keep it moving. Then I get off of work and I go to work on my full-time job, which is my business. I treat my business like a job, and I work overtime on the weekends. Because see, my weekends. See, a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs, if you're really feeling this, you're watching this still. Some of those that fell off is because they don't want it bad enough. They not trying to get to what it really takes. They'll go watch foolishness and they'll stay scrolling on TikTok for hours and watching people that they ain't gonna never give them no game. Anyway, I do things differently now. My weekends is the overtime. Because instead of me flipping around in my car, burning gas, doing things, wasting time, doing stuff that I don't need to do, spending money on stuff that I don't need to be spending money on, that I can be pouring into my business, I take time now to work overtime on the weekend. When I get off of work, I work hard. Then I work on the weekends to make sure that I put time in so that one day I can buy my freedom and be truly 100% financially free and independent. You're not financially free and independent if you still have to borrow money or if money tells you what you can do. See, money is a master. Or you can master the money, right? If your money tell you that you can only eat off the kids menu, then money is telling you that they the boss. It's the boss. But God gave us dominion over everything. And he just created it just a little bit lower than the angels. So why you not a boss? Because you're not doing things the way that God has called you to do things. We can call our money to do and command our money to do whatever it's supposed to do, but you gotta respect the game. If you're lazy, if you're slothful, God tells you that poverty comes to the slothful, the sluggard, the lazy, even the ant. Even the ant gonna make you put some respect on their name. Research ants and what they do. As small as they are, they come together and they move. You might see one ant, you be like, dang, all of a sudden there's a million ants and they walking in line. Watch them walk. Ants don't scatter all over the place. They get in alignment. They got one ant that lead the way and they follow the beat of that ant. Watch them. Then they build together. They come together and they protect the king or the queen in them. Respect the game. Do some research on it. Turn your job into your part-time and turn your business into your full-time and your overtime. Treat your job as your client. You weren't born to clock in. You was born to break chains, so why you not doing it? Why are you letting a job tell you what you're worth instead of you just saying, hey, I'm going to do this job for you for this amount. I'm going to agree to this amount right now. But moving forward, this next season, I'm not doing that. You'll never break free from that until you learn how to respect the game, though. You got to keep God first. You've got to remain humble. You've got to serve other people. If you're selfish and you won't serve other people, you will never get anywhere in life because you get what you give. What you put out is what you're going to get back. If you are repellent in the universe and you're telling people, I don't like you, I don't want to be bothered with you, you're beneath me, I'm more than what I feel that you are, you will be right there trying to figure out why your business is not moving. You'll stay running and running and running and searching, but you won't be able to find peace. You won't find joy. You won't find happiness until ye seek God first. Until you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Then all things will be added unto you. Put some respect on the game. Put some respect on his name. Because God gonna show you one way or another. Whether you feel like you the queen or the king. Is only one king. He's the king of all kings. The Lord of all lords. Put some respect on his name. Put some respect on the game. And go ahead and do your thing. All right. So it's your girl, Coach Citi. I hope that you enjoyed this portion of my segment. You weren't born to clock in. You were born to break chains. It's your real and raw, purpose-driven life coach. We are doing transparent transformation. I'm giving it to you real and raw, uncut, hoping that I can help all of you that are in a place of stagnation and delay. If you're a 9-to-5 aspiring entrepreneur, I'm teaching you how to work, then go to work. Put some respect on it. I'm here to help you with personal growth and development. I want to show you the way. I do private coaching groups, private sessions, and group coaching sessions. Right now, I'm underground with a focus group, with actually 2 focus groups right now. So I'm not taking any more focus group individuals right now. I do offer personal coaching as well at a fee. You can reach out to me. You can DM me if you're looking for that. But the next group coaching will be in 2026. I'll announce when we'll start again closer to that time frame. God say the same, we are still here. But I want you to do me a favor. If you can, don't leave without hitting that subscribe button. Do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing this. I haven't decided on the days just yet. I'm working on that. But I definitely for sure know that I'll be releasing things on the weekends. I want to get back into my daily lives, but I'm also trying to do some things full time with this. So I can't do it without you. I can't do it without God first. I can't do it without you. Spread the word. If I helped you in any way, shape, or form, I want you to say, I matter. This is the I matter movement for a reason, because you truly matter. And until you recognize that you matter, you will never operate in purpose on purpose. You got to know that. You got to operate on purpose. You got to tap into that thing so that way God can move you to another level. But we got to be obedient to what God has called us to do. We've got to be humble in all the things that we do, and make sure that you are serving people. Serve people. Serve people. If you're selfish, what could you do for somebody else? You see, God didn't create us to be selfish individuals, but if you are selfish, it's okay. Recognize it today. It's okay to recognize it. You might even be ashamed, and it's okay. But change it today and say, God, show me who you've called me to serve. Show me truly, God, who you've called me to serve. Because also, if you just start serving anybody just because you think that you're gonna find this new breakthrough method because, oh, Coach Citi said to serve people, you might be serving the wrong people because you still didn't seek God. Ask God to show you who to serve. Who were you called to serve in this season? What were you called to do in this season? Where are you called to be in this season? We can do things prematurely and out of order, and then we be mad with other people. We mad with God because we feel like things not working out. You just didn't, and because you're trying to figure it all out and trying to do it your way, but you didn't seek Yahweh, the one and only true way. So hopefully many of y'all understand by now this is Kingdom Entrepreneurship 101. I'm going to start at the bottom, trying to help you get to another level, trying to help you unlock what's been bound for so long. But we're going to get into some areas where we're going to get real deep and help you to really recognize. And I guess I had to go through so I could actually help pull you through. All right, it's your girl, Coach Citi. Have an amazing day on purpose, but make sure that you operate in purpose. And for all my soldiers, you already know what time it is. For the fight. It's up to you.